So, your boy is about to start playing the Shark Engine in his Riser deck. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while now, and I did see that players on Jesse Cotton's team at the YCS Vegas did take it to YCS Vegas and did extremely well with it. They all finished first place. Now, team tournaments are a little weird for me personally because while they do, show decks and show good deck lists, I mean, the way team format works is you have to win your match, and then if you win your match but your homies lose your match, y'all all lose the round. So I don't know how effective the Shark Riser deck is in a singles event. However, just testing it online last night and today, bro, it's just gas. Like having that extra layer of negation in the form of totally awesome is dope. And I'm glad I picked up most of my shark stuff. I just need to get Drake Shark and Big Jaws. Luckily for me, a couple of my boys at Locals already got it, so I'm about to pick this stuff up right now. And hopefully I can get my 7 tachyons today. My shop last week didn't get their shipment in because of the delay in the mail. Hopefully they got it in today, but only we will see by the time I go in the shop. So, with all that being said, man, I'm just sitting in my car listening to that new Playboi Carti album, man. Most of the album was trash, but he do have some bangers on there, especially the one with Future. Like, it's dope. She on shrooms. If you know, you know. So, anyway, man, I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, coming into round 1 in the tournament. Ended up playing against Momentos. First time playing against this deck IRL. I do have a little bit of experience playing against it on Dueling Book, and I gotta say that definitely helped me out in this matchup because I didn't have to read every card 1,000 times. I kind of knew what most stuff did for the most part. I just didn't know, obviously you gotta think about what the strategy is and everything like that, and reread things just to make sure you ain't misplaying because a lot of their effects resolve off of them popping themselves, but Detonator can just pop them and you're good, which is kind of like okay because it says when this card is destroyed by your card effect essentially. So Detonator just controlled the game state, game 1, just popping stuff. I had a Best Dweller on board as well, and it was GG no well played. Like, really wasn't much he can do, especially when, like, Rise will just pop off with the whole blind Detonator like I do. Sorry, blind Dweller, not blind Detonator. Well, both technically blind, but you guys get what I'm saying. So, starting off strong game 2. I didn't really open. I think I opened up, like, maybe one hand trap, or I don't think I opened up any hand traps. I can't remember, but it is a really interesting game. I am going to win this one as well. He misplayed heavily. I'll go over that more in the next clip. But essentially, he let me bring out X-Ton Knight because he forgot what X-Ton Knight did, and I just blew up the board. And he was like, oh, yeah, I could have just popped your monsters prior. Because he said he legit forgot what X-Ton Knight was. He's a newer player to the game, and he's way younger than me. So when X-Ton was, like, meta relevant, he definitely wasn't playing. So I get it. I guess my little bit of old man Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually paid off a little bit because, I know most rank 4 decks can probably spend a lot of X-Time Night, but it's not really something common people think about, especially when you don't really play against Riser that much at lot. Because my locals have a variety of decks, and people change it up every week. So I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip. All right, guys, round 1 is over. Ended up beating Memento. Game 1, I just had the outs. Game 2, he misplayed. He just let me X-Time because he forgot what X-Time did, which makes sense. X-Time's an old card, and yeah, I think my opponent just started playing competitively recently. But nevertheless, I'm opening my entry packs right now. My shop still didn't get their shipment of the. They didn't get their shipment of the new set yet. They're getting it in tomorrow for sure. Stupid mailing companies, but you know how that be. And yeah, so I don't have my 7 tachyon yet because I want to play Shark Riser. That's how I was testing online last night, and it was fun. So many different plays. Anyway, see what I got. Come on, big money, big money. I haven't pulled it all yet. I haven't pulled it all yet, and it's like Squirmer. Next up. Come on, Alti. And it was nothing. Oh well. Let's see how the rest of my day goes. I'm going to catch you guys after round 2. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys. Coming into round 2 of the tournament. Ended up playing against freaking Blue Eyes. So, this is my boy JoJo. He switched his deck up. He's not running Buster Blade anymore. I guess he just wanted to try the Blue Eyes deck out. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a really good game for what it's worth, man. I won the dice roll, thank God. And I just did standard Riser combo. Ended my fit on Detonator, dual drive pass. I had the Ash Blossom, but he think he talented or something like that. But I still have, Detonator and things, so I was still able to do good. And then he did take my Detonator, but he didn't get rid of it. I figured he was gonna link it off, but I don't think he could do anything with it. So he just started doing his plays. So that gave me Detonator back and pass. And then on the follow-up, I used Exit. And it started picking at everything in his hand because I was really trying to bait a monster effect so I can Talons take his Blue Eyes monster, which is the Fusion. And my goal was just to try to go for the OTK. So I was holding talents for a while. I made Star League, things like that, just freaking get rid of it. And then once he took the bait, I was able to his talents. And then he couldn't really change gears and synchro going to the other dude. So I just took his monster, ran it over, detonator pop. Then on my turn, I just had the outs, honestly. What can I say? Spirit Engine did pretty good, and I just had a bunch of this spamming. So that's one thing I like about the Spirit Engine. It does a lot, but testing the Shark Engine, I'm going to be modifying to my deck. It's way better, way more consistent. It does everything the Spirit Engine does and more because it gives you access to totally awesome, which leads to some weird plays, but it can also lead to a lot of good plays as well. So game two ended up opening up Droll, and that pretty much hurt him a lot. He did ended up on a True Light and everything like that, but I just went for Bonfire into Ice, into Exit, and just started just laying a smackdown on Blue Eyes, made the Exile Knight blew his board, and then just came back on the following turn into Bonfire. So yeah, that's just the meta game. I got really good hands both games. What can I say? Catch you guys in the next
What up,
clip.
guys? Here with my boy Jose and my other boys here that used to play Modern. They want to play Edison now. Anyway, I ended up winning my game against my boy JoJo using Blue Eyes. I just had good hands both games. And yeah, so far so good. I ended up picking up a 7 Tachyon from my boy Osvaldo. I still don't have the shark stuff, so I'm not going to add it to my deck. I'm just going to wait until the tournament over, play my Spirit Engine, because I would have picked up the rest of the 7 Tachyons, but I'm getting 2 boxes when my shop get their stuff in tomorrow. Hopefully the UPS don't delay their shipment again, so I don't want to pick up a playset when I might open it out of my box. And I got the 7th Ascension, so I was debating on just playing 1 and 2 7th Ascensions and removing the Spirit Engine, but might as well just leave it like it is right now. Ain't no point in changing my deck because my deck ain't really what it's supposed to be right now anyway. So yeah, man, 2 more rounds left. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned.
All right, guys, coming into round 3, the tournament ended up playing against, guess what, guys? Another Blue Eyes deck. This is my boy Brandon. He rarely shows up to locals, but every time he goes up to locals, he does good. So anyway, he won a dice roll. Actually, no, I won a dice roll. What am I saying? Started off really strong with Ice. I had, everything I needed, and he just hand trapped me 3 times. Nothing I can do about that. Like, the man's had a stacked hand, like, literally. His hand was broken. He had 3 hand traps in full combo. Like, there was no way I was winning that game. So I'm like, it'd be like that. Let's go to game 2, see what happens. Now, game 2 was more of a grinder. We went back and forth in this game. But one thing that kept edging me out, because I'm going to lose this game, unfortunately, is True Light just re-spamming Blue Eyes out of the graveyard, giving him a beater, bro. Like, so I had Detonator with the draw, so I thought I was good. And, he ended on a weaker board because he did open up the Maiden. So I'm like, okay, well, he opened up Maiden, ain't nothing I can do about that. And, I tried to come back, and I did side it. No, I was going first, so I didn't side it in my Ultimate Slayers. But, I did Spirit Engine and everything like that to try to come back and everything and span the board. He hit me with the Nibiru. My twins bring back Detonator, and Detonator was running the board for a while. I thought I was in a good position, but he ended up making Typhon, bouncing the Detonator. I had a big old token with like 8,000 attack power, and that allowed me to do a little bit of plays and made Detonator again. But once again, Blue Eyes just resetting their stuff, and he just outgrinded me, bro. Like, there was nothing I could do with this game. Like I said, I had good hands both games, but sometimes it's just meant for you to lose. Like, I don't think there was anything I could have did differently to win this game, but that's the best part about it. I didn't misplay, so I'm very happy about that. Ended up making my last resort with AA Zeus and hoping he misplayed by attacking one of the other monsters so that way I can just wipe the board. But he didn't because he said he used to play Zeus in the past. I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip.
Man. Lost against Blue Eyes. It was rough. 3 hand traps game, one was diabolical. I mean, I had counter hands, but he just had a better hand. And then game 2, it was a grinder. Yeah, so it was a back and forth game. I was definitely in the losing advantage, but I was coming back. But Blue Eyes just that grind so freaking much. Like, when they start doing what they do, take the flip off. When they start doing what they do, it's kind of hard to come back, which is why the deck was at this time one of the best decks in the OCG. But now it's not the best, but it's still really good. So 1 more round left. Lost against my boy Brandon. It was a good game, but he just had it both games. Played really good, so kudos to him. So yeah, 1 more round left. Hope I can win the last round, get some store credit and some prizing, and try to get me some stuff at the end of the day. I need new sleeves, so if I can at least get new sleeves by the end of the day and finish an X1, that'd be great. Because when I play my Shark Riser build, once I have my boxes and my
Big Jaws and the Surface and Drake Shark and all that crap. I'm bump my deck count up to 42. That seems like a good number because I don't really see anything I can cut in my deck yet because the ban list ain't happened. So when that happens, maybe I'll cut it or modify it. But if we don't get a ban list by Houston, then probably gonna play 42, just add the Shark Engine and the hands I've been testing online has been really good. Like I've been barely losing because totally awesome with Detonator. It's an Omni Negate with Detonator, which it is what it sounds like. So I'm gonna catch you guys after the last round. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, coming into the final round and terminating I'm playing my boy David, and guess what? His Blue Eyes deck. So yeah, this game was really interesting to say the least, cause yeah, Blue Eyes is a tough matchup, man. I can't lie, act like it's not. He went first, started off strong. I had 3 hand traps, double Veiler in the Fuwalos, and drew into the Ash. So I came back with exit. He impermanent exit, and then on his following turn, he just had gas. I had an imperm as well, but exit was my only play, so one hand trap would just shut me down. I just scooped and win the game. So I'm like, yeah, I can't win this one, bro. You got too much advantage. I'm already down on resources because he didn't play into Fuwalos because he didn't really need to. Game 2, I started off strong. I went for the Call by the Grave. He went for double Fuwalos, and I cross-I designated the Fuwalos, and I guess I was just hoping, like, man, if he has more hand traps, I lose. Luckily for me, he didn't have more hand traps, and I went Detonator, Dual Drive, Abyss Dweller, GG, no re-well play. He scooped it and went to game 3. Coming into game 3, I sided in Ultimate Slayers, everything like that. I did draw a good hand. I drew Ultimate Slayer Droll. Unfortunately, he drew his cross-I designator for Droll, and that's pretty much where all she wrote. Like, Ultimate Slayer was good, but since he had full combo, he did the whole full combo with the Blue Eyes and the Crimson Dragon, and it was just like, yeah. I wish I could have drew it more charming to like slow him down, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Like that's the format, and ain't nothing I can do about that. I'm just happy I didn't misplay. So catch you guys in the next
All right, guys, round 4. Nobody ended up losing. My boy David, Blue Eyes. It was a good game. Game 1, we both played perfect, honestly. All 3 games. He just had a counter hand game 1. Game 2, I had it. Game 3, I had good hand. I drove him. He had to cross out. Ain't nothing you can do when they had it out. They had it out. He was debating on not cross out. I'm like, bro, I always cross out drove because you would have lost otherwise. Because I was at my ultimate Slayer and just crapped on this field. And he had too much gas. Like he had full combo Blue Eyes. Slayer wasn't out in that. And guess what my top deck was? Meows. I'm like, ugh. But 2-2. I ain't really tripping on that too much. My list is changing. I got 1 attacking. I need 2 more, and I need my sharks. No one has them. Thought I was getting the other sharks earlier, but my boy left them at home. I'm like, ugh. So, I'm going to cut you guys in closing statement. We went 2-2 again, but I ain't tripping because, like I said, my deck list played good. It's an old list. The format's more evolved, and yeah, it's time to change it up to the shark shit. So, we'll catch you guys in the final statement. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys. Thank you guys for making it into the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. So, locals was fun. I ain't gonna lie. Like, big highlight of the day. I didn't misplay, and I ain't tripping on that. My deck list, I think it's time for me to admit, it's just weak right now. And that's okay. Sometimes when you're playing a deck, even if you're playing meta, sometimes even if you play everything properly, your list just ain't that good. And even though I'm running like a standard pure Riser build, the format has evolved so much to the point where it's like, standard pure Riser really ain't that strong. Yeah, it can do good in a YCS scene, depending on how good your opponent is, but when you're in an environment where everyone knows what they're doing and they're playing optimally, you're kind of cooked unless you just draw God and your opponents draw bad all day long. Like in this tournament, for example, I didn't misplay. Like, I lost against one Blue Eyes player because 3 hand traps. Then game 2, he had Fuwalos. I didn't want to play the Fuwalos, so I made a Detonator, and he was out Detonator with Imperm, and that's all she wrote. Man, I could have just went balls to the walls, went dual drive, search, let him draw again, and hoped he didn't have everything, but he clearly had an imperm, so one nothing I can do about that but just take that L. And then against my boy David Blue Eyes, the last round, it was just a shit show of he won game 1. We both had good hands. I won game 2. He didn't have the out. Game 3, he had to cross out for the draw. And I'm like, well, that's it. So I understand why a lot of the quote unquote pros say they dislike certain aspects of this format because a lot of the time you can just compare hands and be like, yeah, I can't win this one. Let's just go to game 2 or let's just go to game 3. And I think a ban list would help that a little bit because Konami's not going to destroy Rysel. They're not going to destroy Malice. They're not going to hit Blue Eyes. Those decks aren't worth hitting.
But I will say it is a little infuriating that a lot of the times, well, when you lose in this format, you lose because of just that's just the way the game is played, and there's nothing you can do about that. Now, obviously, players top consistently, players do good consistently, even on my local level. A lot of the same players go X1 or go undefeated every week, myself included, here and there. Like my win ratio with Pure Riser went down post the over the past couple of weeks. It's like been up and down. Like I have a week where I do good, and I have a week where I do bad. And I have a week and I do good, and I have a week where I do bad. So I mean, sometimes it's be like that. Ain't nothing you can do about that. It's just all in the luck of the draw at the end of the damn day. There was a lot of weeks I could have played better, being honest with you. But for the most part, I know in this tournament specifically, I played optimally and I just still lost. Sometimes you can play optimally and just still lose. Once again, that's just the luck of the draw. Ain't shit you can do about that. Ain't no skill involved. That's just pure luck when it comes to the game. Now, moving forward, though, I am changing my deck list a lot because I understand why the Santoli build does really good. Like my boy Austin talked to me, he was saying that's the build he's running. And he's been going. He took a break from Yu-Gi-Oh to play Pokemon. He just got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and he's been going undefeated. I think he said 2 to 3 times. If you watch this video, bro, let me know in the comment section of the video. He said he topped like what he won locals like 2 to 3 times with his build, and it's pretty much almost his own version of the Santoli build, which is like the Book of Moon, Book of Eclipse, the Ultimate Slayers. And I was gonna do that, but I'm like, let me just see if I can just figure the spirit build out. Because, like, everyone in the OCG is on a spirit engine. Let me just see why. I know their format is a little different, but I think that little difference is what is the reason why I'm still losing with my pure build because it's just not catered for the TCG format. And I got to stop being stubborn and cater my deck list for the format that we're in the TCG instead of looking to the future for the OCG because they do have Star Rise doing different things to help them get to their resources faster. I'm getting too ahead of myself, but at least I know when I'm not running per, Houston, and that's the Spirit Engine. And that's not to say the Spirit Engine's bad. I love it. It's a good engine. It definitely helps, but I think right now, as it stands, my deck needs a little more gas, and the Shark Engine gives you that because I do like the option of Totally Awesome. Now, am I 100% playing Sharks for Houston? I don't know. Might not even play the Totally Awesome build. I saw some OCG deck lists from like December I was looking at earlier. And I'm going to study some more later on tonight because I'm a night owl. And a lot of those builds didn't even play Totally Awesome. They just played the Sharks for the rank 4 spamming, and that was it. They don't even go, they don't play Bahamut Shark, they don't play Toad. They just specifically add, they go 7 Tachyon, let me grab this Big Jaws. Big Jaws grab the other guy. And that's just rank 4 spamming. And then when you detonator, Toad, send the graveyard, add back your more level 4s and keep your hand recursion up. So they run it a little differently, or some players were over there. I mean, obviously there's no one build, and I do remember seeing Bahamut Shark and Totally Awesome ran in the OCG as well. So I just like to try different things out to see what fits my play style. Because you got to build your decks to your play style. You can't copy everyone else 24/7. So I had so this ain't the original outro for the vlog. I originally filmed a different outro, but I realized I didn't like the way it was filmed. I didn't like the angle of the camera and all sorts of stuff. I'm just like, yeah, let me just refilm this. It looks rushed. I came in for my food from locals. I had my food and I was eating and I showed my little bag of White Castle because they got a sale going on, $7.99 for 10 cheeseburgers. Had to cop it because why not? If you guys like White Castle, you guys have a White Castle in your city, take advantage of that deal. With the way the economy is, 10 burgers for $8 ain't bad. And I also just picked up my 2 boxes of maize. I also just picked up my 2 boxes of maize from the locals. I was going to open it on camera, but honestly, I don't really feel like opening it up on camera. I'm not a box opening channel, but I probably will just post pictures of stuff I pulled on my community tab or whatever. I don't like doing box openings. But if you guys like to have a stuff, you want me to do box openings in the future, let me know. They never performed well on my channel because a lot of you guys don't watch me for box openings. You watch me for 2 things. The vlogs, which you guys barely been watching those, but I still do my vlogs for the diehard vlog fans of mine. And for 2, my talking head discussion videos where I'm just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Social commentary and give you guys my honest spin on how I think things should be ran. And those videos been popping off like crazy. Like 10, like every video is like 5K views, 10K views, 7K views. So my talking videos are here to stay. That's my channel staple, and I'm gonna focus on that. And then give you guys the vlogs throughout the week as well. I know this is getting ahead of myself, but it's on my mind, so I'm gonna let you know. Moving forward, though, I will be picking up a regular job again, probably within the next 2 months. So expect videos probably to fall back a little bit. Only because my life is gonna get busy. I don't know what field I'm gonna be working in yet. I'm gonna try to see if I can find something to work from home, so that way I can keep up with my video demand and everything like that. But right now, in this little break from working a regular job and just going full in on YouTube, it's doing good for me personally, but it's not the end all be all and where I need to be financially. So probably gonna have to pick up another job soon. But nevertheless, it is what it is. That's just life in general. So with all that being said, man, post your thoughts and opinions about this vlog. Comment section down below. Like the video if you want to subscribe for more. Subscribe for more. We're almost at 23K subs. And I can't wait to go to Houston and meet a lot of you guys out there and try some authentic Texas barbecue. I've been wanting to try Texas barbecue the authentic way for a while. We got a few spots out here in Chicago, but I wasn't impressed. Like, I'd rather have Chicago style barbecue a lot more than the Texas style I've had out here. So, Texas better impress me, man. It's your boy Rogue, and I'm signing out. Peace. See you guys in the next vlog.